obviously we're doing something a little bit different, right? Every time I kind of reveal the product out on the tee, you get to hit it for the first time and talk about the technologies. But this, what I have to show you here in the next few minutes, is so groundbreaking that it was worthy of sitting around a table like this. Every face in golf kind of has a curvature to it, right? Yep. It has curvature heel to toe.
The bulge and roll you're talking about.
Bulge and roll, right? That's what we talk about in the industry. Heel to toe curvature being the bulge, up to down, high to low is the roll. And the design intent is that when you mishit these shots, that the ball and the gear effect that's created in that impact is going to allow that ball to kind of come back to center line, right? And if you face map these drivers and you put it on a robot and you hit shots all over the face, guess what happens? The ball comes back to center. But the reality is that we're not all robots.
No.
And so we've been able to measure more driver swings we've looked at than any other company in the history of golf. And as you start to look at the pattern that's created across the face, it starts to reveal a few things. And so no matter what level of golfer you're at, the top of the top, or amateur golfers, you'll see this trend from sort of low heel to high toe. Only 50% of the shots are hitting that center zone. And of course, you guys hit that center zone more than most. But then when you look at the actual shot dispersion when it comes out at the end, it's a little bit different than what you see on a robot. So I want to kind of go around the table a little bit and talk about the misses that you guys might have.
And my miss is low heel. Like that's and that's a safe shot. I think that's, I'm lucky that my miss is low heel because it usually comes out pretty straight and it's not a destructive shot.
I tee it up pretty high. I hit up on it. So obviously, when I don't do it perfectly, I hit it out the top of the club.
Okay.
So it can kind of come out like a little dead and a little knuckly. So the biggest sweep. So I'm kind of, if you look at that graphic, I'm kind of top, as we look at it, top left. I would say that would be my miss. And sometimes that brings left in.
I'm low heel to high toe.
I like kind of use the whole face.
Low heel.
I'm just trying to keep it in the tree line, man. If I can keep at least 13 drives inside the tree line, I'm happy.
I hit a lot out of the high toe.
Yeah.
And when I'm playing a cut, the high toe just kind of goes straight. It'll start kind of in the middle of the fairway and go straight instead of when I played a draw, hit on the high toe. I mean, it's a snap hook every time.
Yeah, it's like way left.
In fact, when you hit that high toe shot, on average, it has 8 yards left, and the spin is a lot lower in that top toe section. And in the bottom low heel, 6 yards right on average, and that's 14 yards of left to right dispersion. So when you're looking at thousands and thousands and thousands of shots and really looking at impact location and ball flight, and that's what we're doing here, you're trying to get trends. And ultimately what you're trying to do is design a driver that brings those balls closer to the center line. And if you see a trend across the board, then guess what? There's probably opportunity there. And that's what led us to what I'm about to show you. And what will ultimately change the face going forward. And that is
Black screen.
the all-new twist face technology.
Whoa, hold on. What's a twist face?
Oh boy.
So this would be the time when you should open this box.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Come on. Okay, that's not what I was expecting to see.
No.
Oh, I thought it would be mad.
Oh.
Is that what it's going to look like when you look down at it?
Yes, to some degree. Now we may.
That would be a lot of loft.
Yeah.
So what does it do behind the twist face? Like, I mean, if you hit on the toe.
When you hit that high toe shot, what happens? You get a little knuckly shot, right? So what you need is a little bit more loft.
Yeah, it looks
Okay, so we've bent literally twisted the face back a bit to give you more loft. And then on average, that shot's finishing left of target. So you need that face to be slightly more open. And when you're hitting that low heel shot, Rory, basically that face is coming in slightly open, right? And you're kind of catching that low heel shot on average. And so if we know that, we can basically put those face angles and those averages kind of back into a robot, face map it, and create the proper curvature to get the ball back online for what golfers do, not for what robots do.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, that's.
I'm interested to see the actual product.
Exactly.
Do we have that?
We're getting there.
Okay, good. Give it to me, man.
So before we go to the product, I definitely want to come back to this real quick because I showed you sort of this 14-yard left to right. Now, if we put in basically the same inputs, all those same shots, and we apply twist face to it, here's ultimately what's going to happen with those same shots.
Wow.
So basically, when
No, wait.
So you're telling me I'm gonna hit a lot more fairways?
Self-correcting
You're gonna
golf.
gain
No,
confidence,
you're
gonna
telling
get-
me that these two are gonna be able to swing harder and go straighter.
Yes.
That's how it is.
That's exactly what it was.
That's. I mean,
The tree line just got wider, Jada.
I know. Oh man, that's great.
Wow.